Hi everyone, my name is Pauline Laroza. For today's video, I discuss the custom of Tagalog, written by Juan de Plasencia. What is custom of Tagalog? It was written the year 1589 during the Spanish colonial period. After the receiving the lordship letter, Plasencia wished to reply immediately, but he postponed this answer in the order that they might first truthfully inform himself in regard to people's requests and to avoid discussing the conflicting reports of the Indians. Therefore, he collected Indians from different distinct old men and those of most capacity and informed them he had obtained the simple truth after reading out much foolishness in regard to their government, administration of justice, inheritance, slave, and dowries. Custom of the Tagalog is a part of a longer monographs written by chronicles of the Spanish expedition to the Philippines during early and 16th and 17th century. They appeared initially in Blair and Robertson's 55 volumes, The Philippine Island, 1903, and in the Philippines Journal, The Science, 1958. Juan de Plasencia was born in the early 16th century as Juan Portocarrero in Plasencia, in the region of Extremadura, Spain. He was one of the 7 children of Pedro Portocarrero, a captain of a Spanish schooner. Juan de Plasencia grew up during the period known as the Siglo de Oro, a golden age when arts literature flourished in many parts of Spanish. Among them his native Extremadura. It is not well known when or where he first entered the order of the Franciscans. Some scholars point of the Conventa de Villanueva de la Serena in Plasencia, while other scholars indicate that he might have traveled to Italy and joined a convent there at the time when a large part of Italy was under Spanish rule. Historical background of the document. Naming of Las Islas. Historical background of the document. Naming of Las Islas Filipinas by the Villalobos expedition. The establishment of the first permanent settlement in the country by the Legazpi expedition. Spain sent the Spanish missionaries to the Philippines. Francisco Alsina was assigned in the Visayas. Juan de Plasencia was sent in Tagalog region. Through a letter, the King of Spain tasked Juan de Plasencia to document the custom and tradition of the colonized natives based on his observation and judgment. He collected Indians from different distinct older men and those of most capacity. He has obtained the simple truth from them after reading out much foolishness regarding their government, administration of justice, inheritance, slaves, and dowries. Content and contextual analysis of the important historical information in the document of film of Juan de Plasencia. The account was able to describe the governing system of native Filipinos at that time, led by a dato. The dato's executive function includes implementing laws, introducing peace and order in the barangay, and giving protection to his subject. The dato is also the captain in their wars. Datos govern between 30 to 100 families. Contribution and relevance of the document or documentary film. Contribution to the Philippine history. The custom of the Tagalogs enabled exploration of the ancient slaves of the people living in central Luzon. It thus continued to serve as basis for historical construction of Tagalog society. The information provided in the text gave vivid imagery, which allowed for further analysis of the practices of the ancient Tagalog and comparisons with other accounts of succeeding period and significant events in Philippine history. The account aids in realizing that mastery of the local language and culture led to the success of Christianity in the Philippines. He used his work to inform the Filipinos about differences and the similarities of our culture by then and now. Juan de Plasencia work made the Philippines realize now how unique the Tagalog culture was before colonization. Relevance. And that's all. I hope you're learning. Thank you for watching and listening.